him on. Do we got him?
All
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen,
All right.
what the F is up? Listen, Trayvon Copeland, respect my nerds. We're here with another interview to talk to a very, very, very prominent individual and a star in the rising. Okay, not only is this guy an actor, but he also finds the time to do something I like to do called being a nerd, and that is publishing his own comic. Okay, but not just any comic. We going old school. Okay, we going old school. Okay, I know you've seen the Crescent City Monsters and the Bitter Roots, but no, we taking it a whole new level. You know, I do my homework. That's right. No, Harriet Tubman's Demon Slayer's own, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Crownson. How you doing, David?
Hey, how's it going, Trayvon?
What's up? What's up, man? Yeah, we hype up in here. And to all my Ghana homies, Eti Sen, if you're ready for you, yeah, yeah, you know I can speak tree. That's another part of my life that a lot of people don't know because I'm a spot. Okay, you don't even know my life. You don't even know my life. I'm messing with you. Okay, so Mr. Crownson, give me 1 second here. We getting yeah. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, I'm David Crownson, born and raised in New Jersey. What's it called? Grew up in Flemington, New Jersey, an extremely white-dominated place.
Extremely
There
white
were
dominant
only,
place.
yeah, only two brothers in the whole school, me and my brother, and that was
Wow.
it. Nah, I'm kidding. Well, me and my sisters. But yeah, so my dad got me into comics when I was young, actually, and I never thought I would have a career in comics or
Mm.
make like comics. I can't draw for shit. But like, my dad got me into, and I'm 6 years old. My dad got me into comics by reading Death of Superman
Mm.
and Batman Broken Bat, two
Mm.
books where like the hero doesn't make it. Like Death of Superman gets beaten to death by
To
like
death.
like badly
Mm.
by this gray Hulk looking figure
Yeah.
named Doomsday,
Doomsday.
and then Broken Bat, Bane breaks Batman's back.
Breaks him. But
Like
that's
breaks
okay
it.
because that's okay because my man was Azul or Zazel, whatever that man name is.
Yeah, I think it
What's
I think it was it was either Azazel or a Razel or something like that.
one
But
of those, one of those. But he takes the mantle as Batman, and Dick got pissed off about that. He was like, "What about me? I'm your glory boy. What about me?"
oh
And
yeah, because he was like crazy and had like mental issues or something. Like people say,
yeah,
oh,
Batman
like
was like,
Batman.
"Nah, bro. Nah. I need somebody that's gonna come bust it open." And a lot of people use the excuse of Superman losing to Doomsday. Oh, that was back when he was just learning how to use his powers. He didn't really know how to use all his powers the other way. So you can't really
Oh,
say that he. Shut up. So anyway,
oh no, Superman got in some good hits too, but damn,
yeah,
like
he got
imagine the Hulk but with like claws.
right, right.
You
That's what I'm
know,
saying. A
like
lot of people, he could just fly the Hulk out of space. You didn't even know. You could just fly the Hulk out of space. But real quick, I want to shout out some of my African comics, unique comics with Malaki, Malakita, something like that. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. Malika, and EXO are two really
yes.
yes, very prominent comics that's doing well for Unique. Shouts out to them and their team. It's an amazing team over there. Okay, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about you. Let's get into it.
Yeah, man.
Did you because you say you grew up in Jersey and I know you were telling me something about your parents are from Ghana.
Yes, they are.
From Ghana, okay, your parents from Ghana, and so how did they want to educate you on American culture when you were a kid, or was it a little bit of both? Of you learning a little bit of American culture and back at home in Ghana history as well.
Yeah, like man, it was really like yeah, this is kind of like why like I really like Superman because
Mm,
like Superman. when he's born, he thinks he's this normal, like, average guy, who's like, oh my God, what's happening? I keep pushing and doing things. But then when he turns like 19 or when he's 20, his parents are like, you're actually from here. And that's kind of the experience I had with my family. Like I always knew, but I wasn't like really sure. But they like, because I was like, when I'm 6 or 7, I didn't really understand the concept of like being a foreigner, or because I told you when I was like a dumb 5-year-old, my parents were like, we're from here, and I'm like, oh, we're from the same place as Lion King and
Wakanda.
no, Zamunda, because I was a Coming to America kid. Like I used to
Zamunda.
watch, yeah. So like that was my movie because they played the PG-13 version. Uh, and then I was like, oh, this one's rated R. When I was a kid, I was like, oh wow, they like he curses what?
We get to say swears.
Yes, I had no idea, so when I got like a little bit older, they were like, oh, they explained it more, and then only a couple of years ago, I went to go visit, like the motherland, and I lived in Ghana for 4 months, and I'm grateful because that led to me coming up with the idea for this comic. So
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Wow. So I watched the interview, and you were saying you were just watching TV. You were in Ghana. You were just watching some TV. You saw like Harriet Tubman. And you saw like the Mummy, some vampire movies, and then you saw like a kung fu movie, and then it just hit you. Harriet Tubman, martial arts fighting, katana swinging, ass kicking demon slayer.
yeah. That's pretty much it, man. I was watching. I'm in Ghana, West Africa. I'm watching a Harriet Tubman documentary,
Mm-hmm.
and that ends, and then I'm channel surfing, and then I kind of landed on like the ending of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where it's Michelle Yeoh fighting Zhang Zi, like that
Mm-hmm.
really epic like katana fight scene,
Mm-hmm.
and then I happened to land on when I was channel surfing. Actually, no, when that ended, what's it called? Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters came on, and I
That's
was like,
my movie, man.
"Oh, man, I'm sorry, I didn't
That's
like
my
it."
movie. Listen, it's one of those movies you just gotta appreciate for what it is. But continue, continue.
Yeah, like I thought it was a cool idea for a movie. And I thought it was a cool story, and I was like, yeah, and I was really hyped to watch it, but I didn't think it was executed in a really fun and
Fun.
exciting way.
Right, right,
Like
right,
I
right.
like I thought, like our heroes were like way too depowered, and I thought they were easily beaten up, and I'm like no, like come on, like make like do cooler things with it. Like this is such a cool thing. Like
Right.
this story, they grow up and they fight witches. That's so cool. So
That's
I
crazy
like
because most I'm sorry to cut you off again, but most people compare your book to your comic to Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
I know everyone was like, yo, everyone's like, so did you watch Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter? And be like, wait, let's do this, but with black people. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, I've never even watched it. I did order. I have the book. I've never read it. I ordered it
Read it.
when I
Read it. I was just about to tell you that. I
read it.
didn't want to cut you off again, but no, read it. The book is actually very entertaining. They did not like how you feel about the house. That's funny that you said that about the House of Greta movie because how you feel like they didn't. It was poorly executed. That's how I feel about that movie. Like the Vampire Hunter. Like just, no, the book is so much more entertaining. He's like
Yeah,
doing Neo stuff. Like so. No,
yeah,
great.
yeah. Yeah, man. Like I thought it was cool. Like I haven't even seen the movie either. I did order the book and I was gonna read it, but I was like, nah, I don't want to read it just yet because
Read it.
I was still writing my comic. It was still like in the beginning stages of me learning my tone, and I didn't want people to think that I got any of my stuff
Stuff
from
from
that.
that. Right, right,
So
right,
I wanted to pull inspiration from different things. So
right.
um so yeah, like it was totally like later on I'm just writing in my journal
Mm-hmm.
and like uh and oh there's one detail that I've always left out in all the interviews that I will say right now. uh no, but so I always say that I was writing in my journal and about my day, and I write down what I watched, and Harriet Tubman katana fight scene and the Hansel and Gretel witch hunters, and then but one part that I've left out because I was kind of
Listen,
meditating on it, and I think someone, I forget who, one of my friends posted on YouTube, um, the katana fight scene with from
ooh,
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but they remixed and re-edited the katanas to be um, lightsabers. So like it was, I think it was called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Jedi, is what they
that's
called it.
crazy.
And I was like, oh, that was a mashup. And then I kind of like looked at my thing, and it was like Harriet Tubman. So I think like it was percolating the
Yeah,
idea of a mashup of
the
mixing things
corresponding
all
corresponding
together.
ideas. Okay, you want to know
Yeah,
something funny? Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question. Um, John Boyega. First of all, I love John. I love that guy.
he's great.
Because I just believe in the power of fan base, man. The power of fan base is real. Listen, he was in
Yeah,
this
man.
movie called Attack the Block. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and there was a scene where he used one of his friends' katana. It's crazy how we just run into all these katanas. Everybody got katanas in their movies, but his friend had a katana, and the monster came in his house and he killed it. And the way he was holding it, like that scene, it looked
Yeah.
like as if he was holding a lightsaber. And so somebody actually took that and
Yeah, they made it into a
re-edited it
lightsaber.
and made it like he had a lightsaber. And from there, they were in developments about like this before the Force Unleashed came out. Like this is doing the auditions, and somebody said they should put him in a movie and make him a Jedi. So if it wasn't for that movie, if it wasn't for somebody to take that and make that, he wouldn't have never been in Star Wars.
No, no, he was like, man, like I told you, my background's in acting. I auditioned for Star Wars, and he was J.J. Abrams' first choice. Um,
Dude, that's a whole nother conversation to get into, bro. But I honestly felt like he should have been the main focus as far as a good Jedi. They should have made Rey a villain, and they should have made Ben a great Jedi, where he's just like a bounty hunter. He just do whatever the hell he want. If you want to be good, he'd be good. If you want to be bad, he'd be bad. David, no, David.
I
Oh,
lost you
okay.
for a second. Hold on.
Are we back? Can you see me? If you can't see me, I can see you.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, I can hear you perfectly. Listen, it's okay if you can't see me. If you can't see me, I can still see you. So we're good.
Okay. I can see you. I just gotta fix my audio. Hold on. Hold on.
You can't see what I'm doing right now. He cannot see what's going on.
I know I can see you. I'm fixing my audio.
Hang on. I'm gonna hang up and call you back because I can edit all this. I can edit everything.
No. I got you. I just fixed my audio. Okay. Or I can still see you. I just had to fix my the someone was calling me, so it
Okay, yeah. I
just for
understand.
a second.
Yeah, that's why I have to let people know. Like, dude, interview mode. Not right now. Bloop. Oh my God. Did I feed this damn cat? Yes, I did. I fed him earlier. We're in intermission. We're in
All
intermission.
right.
This
All right.
message is brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
All right. Sorry about this. Someone was call. Someone was calling. It was Tamala Baldwin. My friend
Camera
Tamala
ball.
Baldwin was calling, and so it like took the audio off my headphone, and
Oh,
then froze you for like a minute. So
the
I had to
old
just end the
assassin,
call.
the old assassin Tamla Baldwin. We meet again. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So, back into interview mode. I'm gonna just edit all this anyway. So, next question. Um, what was your reaction when like you realized like you had something like when your content started to pop, like when it went viral all over the internet? Harriet Tubman, vampire demon slayer, this rocks, yay! So, how did you feel? Like, just walk me through that whole ordeal.
Yeah, but like I have been talking to when I have an idea, I don't like I'm not loud about it right away. I just told only a few of my friends about it, and everyone either was like, "That's really cool. That sounds really fun," and there was always like a positive reaction. There hadn't been like a negative reaction. I think only one person was like a naysayer. They said that no one's going to allow you to make this comic book. You should change the name to HT Demon Slayer. And I'm like, no. Like everyone
No,
was,
no, Harold.
yeah, he was a white guy too.
No,
He was
Harold.
trying to tell me to change it.
I'm
But
psychic.
yeah, man. So yeah, I just like I told a few people, and then I found Cortland, and I liked his work, and I said, hey man, I think you should. I have this idea for a book. I think you should do the cover at least. We can do it as a promo. I think you'd be great for it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, what did he say? He was just like, um, what did he say? He basically just said to me, "Okay, what's the book about?" And I said, "Oh, it's called Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer." And then he like paused and he was like, "We're gonna get in so much trouble for this book. Let's
No,
do
we're
it."
not. Let's do it, Rebels! Yay!
Yeah, man. So he drew it in like that cover, cover of issue 1. He drew it in like took him 2 weeks to do it, and then I shared it online, and oh no, I shared it like 3 months later, like in the middle of July.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think it was on or around July 4th when I
Mm-hmm.
shared it, because nothing's more American than Harriet Tubman killing racist demons. Uh,
Woo!
yeah, man. So I shared it and kind of like I like forgot about it because it was like I think it was around July 4th and I was doing a bunch of things and I turned my phone off and I was doing a bunch of other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned my phone on, man, and like I have a bunch of notifications like on every social media platform I'm on. And at this time, I'm only on Instagram to like look at cool, funny pictures. So I had like 50 followers,
Mm-hmm.
and then I turned on my Instagram and I had like 300 followers, and
Yay!
I'm like, what's going on? How come? And then my Twitter kicked up, and like I have 11 followers on Twitter, and then I
Mm-hmm.
turned on Twitter and I had like 500 followers. I'm like,
Yes.
whoa, and then and everyone's retweeting, resharing, and everyone's like, we need to know what the story is on this comic book, and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone wants to interview me, and I'm like, yeah, what? And they're like,
Uh,
what is the deep thing you wanted
Well,
to
cash
have?
out. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, man. But then like everyone thought it was cool, but then some people were like, there's lots of trolls out there, and I wasn't prepared for that. People were just
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be like I was like, I'm ready for the white tears and conservative white people who are going to be like offended, or the races. So I'm ready for that. But
Right.
it was like black people who were mad. It was like old school black people who were just like, this is disrespectful to Harriet Tubman. Who does this Negro think he is? David Crownson wasn't raised right. David Crownson is disrespectful. So,
Disrespectful.
oh yeah,
You know how to spit. Disrespect. Real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off. Harriet Tubman is by far, in my opinion, America's like greatest hero. You know,
it's true.
you know, cutthroat. You know, kill when necessary.
Hmm.
Like defend when necessary. And which leads me into like my next question I was about to ask you because there's a lot of interracial like energy, like from I don't know like how many of your fans like what book they own, so I'm not gonna reveal too much, you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know what book everybody's on. I read all four books that's out and I'm waiting for book 5 to come out, but just there's some interracial energy in there, and a
There
lot of people
is?
don't. Yes.
Where?
Yes, I can't tell them that. I
Yes,
can't
you
tell
can.
them that on the air.
Spoiler alert, everyone. Where's
Spoiler
it?
alert! Oh Lord, here we go. We're going into spoilers. We're going into spoilers. Okay, what is my man name? Right, I got to make sure I get it correct. The demon, the white dude. That's a demon. He
Oh. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
hmm
I thought you were
Shame,
talking.
shame, shame, shame.
I thought you were talking about issue 2. I was
Ah,
like,
no, no.
what?
I read all. I told you I bought all your books. I told you. That's
Yeah.
important.
Well, no. For me, I mean, wait. So what was the question again?
Where did you get the inspiration to want to incorporate like the interracial energy in there because it's real. Like it's always been a thing. It's always been a thing. Like people been dating each other's like different races. It's not just a black and white thing. And so that's cool that you wanted to incorporate that in there. And also you incorporated that she has a white, adopted son, which, a lot of white people helped a lot of black people in that time. They wouldn't have had the success that they would have had if it wasn't for the fact that some white people were willing to help and contribute for the cause. And so, like a lot of people are, derelict in their responsibilities and educating themselves on that. So I was wondering, what inspired you to want to do that?
Well, hilariously, like, I was when I had the idea and I was doing the Kickstarter. A friend of mine was like, uh, he joked around. He's like, "Yo, no, like white people aren't gonna let you get away with doing this book if there's no like white people out there saving Harriet Tubman or whatever." And like, I got mad. One person said like, "Yo, you gotta give Harriet Tubman like a love interest," and I was like, no, fuck no. I'm not gonna give. I'm not gonna give her like she never dated like I
Right.
try to
To
be like
our knowledge, it's the sky's the limit to
yeah,
what's accurate and what's not accurate. Because there's a TV
exactly.
show where she was a sorceress and a witch apparently, and that really pissed me off. I was like, what? Like, so you trying to tell me she wasn't just clever and understanding how to sneak and be quiet and move around and maneuver around people? No, it's magic. She had to use magic and sorcery. She hypnotized an army of white people
Yeah.
into fighting each other with mayonnaise. Like, what? Shut
Oh yeah.
up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like for me, I wanted to keep the true things about Harriet Tubman as grounded as possible. Like for me, everything that you've seen so far is, except for like having superhuman strength and doing flips and everything like that, and knowing martial arts, is true to Harriet Tubman. The only thing that isn't really true to Harriet Tubman is like she didn't know how to read at all, and
Mm.
like in issue one, she can like cut like for the katana
Yeah, I
scene.
saw that. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she can kind of sort of read. I just made it that like, so I'm like 90% like, you know, truthful to that
There.
Harriet Tubman.
Okay, I take 90%. I take 90% over what Hollywood would do. Harriet
Yeah.
Tubman was actually a guy that dressed and pretended to be a woman. I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
into it.
yeah. No, I would never allow that to happen. And with her son, so I'm like, what if she had a sidekick that was like a Robin to her Batman?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, okay, like I think like, okay, what if I made it like a Robin type of person? And I was like, okay, cool, like I got that. And I just thought like, and I knew she didn't have any kids, but she had an adopted daughter. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, what if she had like like an adopted like son,
Son.
basically, and like yeah, and he's not like a white savior, to like to such a condescending manner. She is an active partner, and he learns and takes his cues from Harriet Tubman, and like and loves her, worships the ground she walks on, and he
Which
still
is
has his.
true. Like, a lot of white kids, whether male and female, when they grow up around the big mama, the black woman, or the black men, like on their plantations and things or whatnot, you know, if there's a healthy relationship, they grow up admiring them people and loving them. And so that's not too like far fetched on how that story would make sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, and also like we haven't really seen up until we watched like Watchmen. We've never seen like a black parent adopting like a white kid. Like I've never seen
Right,
that before. So I
right,
wanted to have that in there. And as
right.
far as like originally that character in issue 4, he was not going to it was just going to be him by himself. But
Mm-hmm.
I read like a screenwriting book about like villains need to have like a number 2 person
Yeah,
that they can talk to and have a relationship with.
yeah.
And so like I think I was watching like 45 is all I will call him. I will not refer to him as a president, but
Mm-hmm.
45 before he was 45, he was running to be 45. I just
Mm-hmm.
saw him like walking around. He was like running for president, and he had appointed like Omarosa as his like person in charge, right? And Omarosa was like going around like saying like, "Oh my God, like he's gonna be the most powerful person in the world," and they were so like grossly close, and I was like, "Oh, she's such a coon. She's like coon,
Right.
like
That
coon-tastic,
don't, but
like."
that don't seem like the relationship between them two. It like the relationship they kind of have. It's like which happens in some relationships. I'm not saying it's just black women dating white men, but she kind of
Oh
seems
yeah,
like she's the pants in the relationship. The relationship he has with
oh
her.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. But like I just it was just that imagery of like this extreme, this guy who was really pushing white supremacy.
Right, Maurice
And
Maurice Jones. That's his name. Maurice
yeah,
Jones.
yeah, Maurice Jones, but like Maurice has like a totally different like vendetta. I was like, oh, like what if Harriet Tubman had like enemies that were like like because there were some black people who were kind of like, I'm comfortable with
Right.
being,
What y'all
this
doing?
way.
What y'all doing?
And
Master gonna get y'all. I's gonna go visit.
exactly,
Master's
exactly,
on his yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like all this bullshit. Like we have to be, with massa
Right.
and be respectful. Like this is what
Master's
God.
good to us. Who that nigga on that neck? I'm sorry, I had to say it one time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Who
man.
that nigga on that neck, bro? Bro, oh my
Exactly.
god.
It's a whole thing. So I just kind of like took it uh like that, and kind of like, I'm like, okay, I have something to say about,
Right.
coon energy, and being a
Right.
coon doesn't pay off. We literally saw yesterday that cooning will literally kill you.
It will. It will kill you. It will kill you. All right, so here we go.
Yes.
Moving on. Next, I'm gonna just throw a couple of them out there because like we got time. We got a lot of time. Okay, so is the Edgefield family like who are they to the story? Like this is just like one particular like group that she's saving, and then we're gonna move on to another arc. Or hang on, and also are there going to be different families and different storylines? Like because she's helped multiple people, and so like are there going to be like different families and different storylines, or like is it going to be like one consistent family that we just like she helps other people, and you see her doing that, but it's kind of breezed past. But as far as like main storylines, is like the Edgefield family gonna be like the family she trains and teaches, and one more thing. No. Actually, yeah, we'll go with those two questions.
Yeah. No. Well, the Edgefields are based on a real life last name of of slaves that I did when I was doing research. I wanted to look up like actual names, so it's a real family. Um, but they, I don't want to spoil it too much, but like they
You don't
are
have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. You
uh,
just touch on the basis of it.
they're going to be sticking around for like a little bit,
Okay,
and
cool.
there will be multiple families, but the Edgefields are going to be sticking around. They're going to be kind of our supporting cast.
Okay, cool,
So
cool, 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 cool. Okay. Question. Like, what was the ordeal? Like, right? Because I know you told me when you met Cortland, and Cortland, was on board. But like, what was the ordeal with like, the inconsistencies of like letterers and artists? Did you just know a lot of people that kind of want to just come jump on the project? Like, hey, okay, give it a shot, and you kind of just want to go with that, or was it like a budget plan, or like, walk, or like, how come we
it,
switched up artists a little bit?
it was a production and speed standpoint. When you have the scripts, because I'm the sole writer on the scripts, but every artist works at a different pace and a different speed.
Yes, yes.
Like Cortland, um, it takes him maybe, and this is not like, I'm not crappy on Cortland. He's an artist, and it
Yeah, he's
takes
an
an
amazing
artist.
artist. I was about to get
Yeah,
into that in a second. I was about to get into that.
yeah, yeah. It takes time to draw and to pencil and ink and everything. And on issue one, Cortland did all the coloring, penciling, and inking. And issue four, he did all the penciling, coloring, and inking. On issue five, he's just going to be doing just the inking and penciling because I need it a little bit faster.
Right.
So that whole process takes a lot of time, and he's also a perfectionist. But I think at the time when we were doing issue one, when production was getting ready to start on issue two, Cortland's wife was going into labor, and
Oh
I
man.
think and he was having his first child and also moving into his first house.
Oh
So
man.
it was a really busy time. He would have done it. Like, Cortland's a great guy. He would have done it. But I was kind of like, okay, I kind of need like these first two issues done because of like Kickstarter and everything like that. And Joey did the cover of issue 2, and
Mhm.
and Joey was already like, he was like, yo, I'm down to do issue 2,
Let's do
and
this.
I'm like, all right. I'm like, Cortland, you're doing issue 1, and Joey, you're doing issue 2, and it was a little bit scary because like they were both working on stuff, and I'm like, it might turn out like different.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, you two have to like work together in tandem. So
Right. You
it's
guys
not
have to
like,
be friends, your teammates. Love
yeah.
each
So it
other. Love each other.
exactly. So exactly. Yeah. So I just didn't want them to do two different things that felt different, or I wanted to still have their own style, but I wanted to be still feel consistent. Um, and like, to their credit, like I think I think there's only one subtle thing that's like different, and you'll only notice it if I like tell you about it. But
Mm-hmm.
like, but they really they did a great job. And Cortland lettered issue 2. Cortland
Mm-hmm.
has lettered all the comics. And for issue 3, I wrote issue 3 for Joey, who did issue 2, because it had a lot of his like action sensibilities. So
Mm-hmm.
issue 3 was supposed to be Joey Vasquez, but like Joey kind of blew up since issue 2 came out, and I think Marvel noticed him, and Marvel gave him a gig doing uh, Spider-Man, and he did Spider-Geddon, and he did
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Verse, the sequel to Spider-Verse. He's doing,
Mm-hmm.
and he does all the Marvel team up books now.
Wow, man. So that's a blessing. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like you bring people in on your team and they get other work and they can, branch off and go do other things. Cause
Yeah, yeah, man.
I'm all about like supporting like people who support me. And so I want to see them, branch out and do well. Dude, I sent some film directing in your future just from what you're doing with your team now. That's just my intellect. Um,
Thank you,
all,
man.
all I
Hope
can
to do
say
one.
is there was a little bit of like confusion with like some of like the word placement because they're talking like old school, but they're using like references that we use today, like not today Satan, or what I'm saying, like things like that.
I still have to have a little bit of fun.
Right. No, 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 no. Have your fun, my friend. My friend. No, 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 no. Have your fun, my friend.
We still need to have like, because because one person was getting on me. No, I'm not like trying to like crap, but they're just like, hey, like it's really like Southern, but they're kind of like, you know, what it wasn't.
Was it
Someone said
country enough?
no, someone said to me it wasn't not today's Satan, because apparently not today's Satan's been around for a while actually. Um, but since like not today's Satan's actually been around since like the 1870s.
For reals?
Yeah,
For reals? I don't.
it's like
You got it. You got it. If you know, you got it. You
or
probably right about that.
I think we say not today's Satan, or they said like Satan's not going to try me today is what
Right.
they said. I think that just we've made it more in a more succinct matter. But the one
Mhm.
thing my friend said, are like issue 2, they said, are we really having this conversation now? And like what I do sometimes when I'm writing the comic is, because I want to keep like the momentum going, I'll
Mhm.
write the comic in my own like voice, like in
Mhm.
present
Like
day
how you would be
20.
talking.
Yeah, and then I go back and I research like Southern 1800 slang,
Mhm.
and just I'll like type in like what I would say, and then I type it in like this like translator
Mhm.
uh thing, like, okay, what's the American 1850s Southern way of saying this?
Mhm.
And either it's like, okay, what do you say if someone like in issue 1, like the vampire gets into Harriet Tubman's face and he has really bad breath, and usually I would say like, yo man, you need some like chewing gum, man, your breath stank. And but I'm like, okay, oh shit, gum wasn't invented yet, so like what do people use to like,
You have your breath smells like the devil's ass.
yeah, it just smells like devil ass, like come on, like freshen your breath, what's going on? and like I can't say chew gum, so I had to do research and like chew a mint leaf, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
mint leaf.
so like just little things just to make it really try as much as
It
possible.
works. No, it works.
You know?
No, believe me, it works. Okay. So, question. I got some more juicy stuff I want to get into in a bit, but is it too early to ask about her origins because she's clearly not a normal human? And also, like, are we going to find out? Is there like some magic use involved? Like, I know to kill a vampire, you either have to have like certain type of like weapons, or depending on what storyline, some people enchant their weapons. So like, it's her weapon is enchanted, and you know what I'm saying. Like that's another question. If you don't feel like answering, you don't have to.
No, I'll answer it, man. Like, I believe in issue 8, we're going to go into Harriet Tubman's origin, and that's going to happen like in like the next volume
Mm-hmm.
of Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, and also, um, and like there's not going to be all I will say is like that like there's no magic. Well, there is magic to an extent, but like I'm not like she's not gonna like shoot lasers
Yeah,
at us.
open
Like,
up portals and
yeah.
shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I've purposely made her power set very much like Captain America, and like a little bit of like Neo, but like no flying and stopping bullets with your mind.
Right.
Super strength, amazing fighting, precognitive skill, and her actual like this is a real thing. When Harriet Tubman, she would get like oh man, I always get this mixed. I always get these two words mixed. Even though I've been doing this book for like 4 years, I always get epilepsy and narcolepsy mixed up together. But Harriet Tubman would like suffer like these like sleep visits where she just gets tired and like falls asleep like right then and there. And she would experience visions. She said she thinks God would be like in direct contact with her, like with like a precognitive, like she would kind of like see like a prophecy of like events to
What to
happen.
come? Yeah.
Yeah. So like and we're gonna explore that for the first time in issue 5.
Let's do
And
it. Let's do it. Let's
yeah,
get into it.
yeah, man. And issue 5, Cortland's doing issue 5, and we're gonna switch artists again because issue 5 is very long. Issue 5 is 46 pages, and issue 5 took a long time for me to write because it's my fault. Issue 5, it was like I did the Kickstarter, the script for issue 4 I was just finishing, and
Mm-hmm.
then like I got really sick. I'm fine now.
Mm-hmm. He's okay. Everybody, he's okay. Everybody relax.
I'm okay.
Everybody relax.
I'm okay. This is over a year ago. I got let go from this job that is suffering because of COVID-19. God don't like ugly. Karma's a bitch. They got me sick and then they fired me for calling out because I was sick. So I was really stressed out and like broke and stuff. Um,
Stuff.
oh yeah, it's very stressful
Bummer.
time. But it's okay. It's all right. Like,
It's all right. We gonna make it, baby. Because we all we got.
yeah,
We all
that
we got.
yeah. So
That way, baby.
issue 5 was like was a journey, man. Like I got sick, and then I had writer's block on it, and then when I got clarity on my writer's block, like my uncle died. So then, like my uncle, who's like my champion and the only male figure in my life that's
Mm-hmm.
alive, and he died. So I had like a lot of time like revving myself back up again. And then I was like, oh, like my uncle would probably want me to be like happy. He was just like the most positive person in the world. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, he wouldn't want me to be like depressed and down. Like I'll mourn him for. I'm like, I gave myself a month, and
Mm-hmm.
then I got back, on it full force, and then COVID-19 happened, and I'm like,
Life's
oh
like
man.
you can't be happy. I
I mean,
refuse. You will not. You will be
but
mine and only mine to have, David.
it was
That's like that's what
tested.
life's saying.
And it was and I had like a lot of writer's block during the pandemic, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna power through this, and I would like do a page a day with writing it, and then I like got into like this amazing like momentum, and like every month has been crazy with this
Mm-hmm.
pandemic. Like every month has been something. Um, but
You
but
just,
actually,
you just come outside. You just come outside with some binoculars, like some rubber boots on, some rain boots on. You know what I'm saying? A snow jacket. A Uzi, a knife, a spatula. It's just whatever. You got a whole kit just ready for whatever to come.
yeah, man. Like, but actually, I'm really grateful because with everything, like I think I was hanging out. I think I was like, I think I was hanging out with my mom. We were hanging out. We went for a walk, and like I was like, Mom, 2020, every single month has been something, and I came up with the tagline for the book. And this is, maybe I stole this from my mom, and she's like, well, at every level is, something else, and it's like there's always a demon. It's like a game level, son, because every month has been something. So then I was like,
Mhm.
every level is a different devil. Then I was like, holy shit, that's gonna be the tagline for my book. So that's
Every level, there's a different devil.
yeah, man. So that's gonna be the tagline for the full blown graphic novel that is gonna come out.
Demon Slayer.
Harry Tubman Demon has gonna be called Harry Tubman Demon Slayer, America's Most Wanted.
America's Most.
Uh, and yeah, man, that's gonna be the tagline for it.
Okay,
And
let's do it. Listen,
so
listen. We almost out of time here, David. But listen, dude. Listen. First thing first, guys. If y'all haven't had a chance to go and read this man comics, you need to go and click that link right below or right up top. Y'all know where it's at. And you go check this man comics out. You can get them on Peepgamecomix, because that's where I get all my stuff from. Because I was gonna tell you about this. I don't see chapter 4 on Amazon, and like I was asking, like, did you decide
oh
to withdraw from Amazon, or like what's that all
yeah,
deal?
oh, you mean on Comixology?
Comixology, yeah, yeah.
Oh no, it's like it's just I have to like pay for like another like um this is gonna sound really bad. I have to pay. I got so issue 4 was like a crazy time because issue 4 came out on Juneteenth,
Oh
and
man,
I like for like uploading to Comixology, though I love them. It is a bitch to because sometimes I forget my login because I only log into Comixology when my book is done. So like I log in every few months. So like I'm like, oh, I forgot. So I'll say, hey guys, I forgot my login. Can you guys just like log in for me? They're like, okay. And then so I have like a super duper high resolution, which is perfectly understandable. And then I have to buy a barcode, an ISBN thing. So like, because that's a
it was
thing.
a
When
pro- it was
then,
an, it was an indigenous process that you didn't feel
yeah.
necessity
Oh
to go
yeah.
into.
And I got to make sure that my book is a certain margin level, and it's kind of like a tedious, annoying process. I'm like, oh, I just upload it to Peep Game, and it's like it's there in 2 seconds, you know. With
Deep game, baby.
with,
That's right.
with every, and this also goes for I mean, I'm sorry to like shit on you like this, Amazon. Sorry, Jeff Bezos, you're a trillionaire. Get over it. Like uploading my book for because now Amazon does single issue prints
Oh
now.
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know they bought Comicology. I know that much. I know they own
yeah. They own Comixology, and like I just like I uploaded my comics. So I'm like, okay, I can probably make a bit of money if it's on Amazon.
right.
So, but their process of like margins for the single issue thing is very strict. Like they're like their process is all right. Your book has to be measured at eight 8.5 by 11.25. I'm like, all right, and I upload my thing, and it's the margin is off by like 0.3 centimeters, and they say, hey, you didn't pass, so you got to do it
Hey,
again.
hey, 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 hey,
Exactly,
hey.
exactly,
That guy doing
exactly.
over there?
It's like you got to do it again. It's like do it again, bitch. Oh, I'll bust a cap in your fucking ass. And I'm like,
I
shit.
will shoot the shit out of you. Put your cock
Exactly,
hands up. Put the banana in your ass. Like what? Whoa, 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 hold on, hold on. Listen,
exactly.
I'm just pumping my gas. Calm
Yeah,
down.
that, that's like that's exactly the process. So I just got like frustrated because, dude, I did that. There was 2 months of that, and I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I give up. They actually just sent me an email yesterday saying, hey, David, how come you haven't put your book on us? And I'm like,
David, what is this? What is this, David? You can't
yeah.
just
So
walk away from this. No. This is a lifelong relationship. You're never gonna leave. We'll have you. We will have you. Like, okay, so next
yeah,
question. Next
yeah.
question.
So they got really like angry and upset. But I'm like, like. So I will try hard to upload it when the full book is done. When issues 1 through 6 is done, and
Right.
I've put the trade together, then I will upload it to Amazon and everything.
Can I two more questions. All right, damn it. I got a few, but we got time. Um, can we expect volumes
Yes, you can.
issue what how many books is going to be included in that volume 1 through 5, 1 through 4, 1 through
Uh,
6? Like
it's going to be 6 to 7 single issues per volume. Like volume one's going to be issues 1 through 6 with extra bonus material like behind the scenes stuff. Before it was supposed to be 180 pages. Now it's going to be 220 pages.
yay. So thank you, Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Thank you, everybody that donate to this man. Thank you. We love you. Vidasen, all that stuff. No, now, last question. We got to talk about this. Where did you get the inspiration from this badass picture right here? That's Harriet Tubman holding katanas in Klans member, Ku Klux Klans member. That's something I've never seen, which is very powerful, being hung on the tree. I'm pretty sure they were around, but I just never seen that. And I just the the symbolism and just like they say every picture has 1,000 words. Yeah,
yeah.
dude, I could write a movie off of that like that. Oh, which leads me to my next question, which you can answer both. Would you prefer to see this as a movie or a TV series?
Definitely a TV series, and the inspiration for this came. I think I was taking like a leadership class
Mm,
at this company that trains like leaders. It's like a company called Landmark for like
mm,
business leaders. If you're trying to become a CEO, or if you're trying
mm.
to have your own business, and they train leaders, and they think they have this thing we had to fill out called "What is your why?" And like, why do you do certain things? And I was like, okay, why was Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer a thing in the first place? Besides the fact that it's cool, and I just wanted like racist white people to be scared and to feel ashamed for to be more than ashamed, you know, like like ever since there a certain person has been president. I saw a guy walking around. Well, I didn't see it, but there was the guy who was walking around in a Nazi uniform and had
Yeah,
swastikas, and he was walking around in my area. Well, no, it's a good thing I didn't see his ass, because I would have Harriet Tubman Demon Slayered his ass, and it would have been bad.
right, right,
Like, like I'm like,
right.
and I don't want my mom to like have to bail me out of jail. Like, I don't
Right.
want.
Well, I'm very glad that you didn't have to do that because we need you for more Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. Unless you're gonna do like how some people do and get the meditation of mind control and find somebody who you could just go inside their head, rather you and just compromise them to do everything. Then listen, you could be in Fiji doing that. You could be in the Bahamas doing that.
Oh,
But
oh no, dude, I've never met any of. I've only met Cortland and Nicholas in person. I could do Harriet. Like, I don't want to do this, but like, I could be in jail and type Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer and email it to
his
like.
cellmate gonna be, hey, what you doing? What you doing? Like depending on the situation, like you seem like you're a fighter. So like if your cellmate, oh, what are you doing, Big Daddy? I'm doing shit.
Like, it's like, you have a new email from New Jersey County cellmate 1421 at yahoo.com. Subject line, hey Cortland, this is issue 80. Oh, and there's going to be
Mug shot.
200. I plan on doing 200 copies of Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer.
Yay! Y'all hear
You
that?
do
So
it.
listen, y'all gotta go out. Y'all gotta support this brother, man. Listen, David, we are all out of damn time. It has been an absolute phenomenal, wonderful, educational time talking to you, dude. I absolutely love it. I want to see more. I'm
You
definitely
will.
on bar. When can we expect issue 5 to drop?
Issue 5 is dropping on Halloween.
Yeah, okay, so Halloween, boys and girls, issue 5 is dropping on Halloween, and so I look forward to seeing what
If
happens
there
with
is
this.
a Halloween.
Right, bro, come on, bro. Like that's gonna be like the number one most Rona spread event ever. Like Christmas is a little bit better because you know everybody home and you go outside with your toy, with your presents, stuff like that. Do whatever you want to do. You know, there's gonna be a lot of shopping online. Gonna be a lot of shopping online. With everybody, like that's not even fun because what about Black Friday when you get to watch two old people fight over like a Snickers bar? You know, you see two, you 16-year-old girl and a 40-year-old woman housewife fighting over the same like whatever. You know, like I go out
Yeah.
on Black Friday and see people fight. That's what it's like a WWE event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, I have never been out and about during
Black Friday.
I've never done Black Friday. I've never done it. I've never been like I kind of wish I did because I could have had like some weights to work out at home or like a really cheap like a $30 big 90-inch TV screen or something, you know,
Yes.
but no, I've never cuz I'm like, yo, number one, I'm not a morning person. I hate waking up early. I don't like
Black
that shit.
Friday at nighttime. What you talking about? It's at night.
No, dude. In New Jersey, like you have to, people show up at like my sisters and my mother have showed up to this and woken up at like 4 a.m. to go shopping because that everything opens around 6 a.m. and everything
Wow,
is like,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I
but
didn't know
everything it opens mad early and there's lines out the door and it's like everything is like 70% off, you know, like crazy.
that.
And it like I'm like yeah, like, and I don't know, maybe this is my weird
Too much.
protest. I'm like, yeah, we just spent a day being thankful for shit, and we're all
Right.
gonna like forget that shit because
The hell with being thankful. Let's shop. I got
yeah, man.
$1,000 and I got a bunch of stuff I gotta buy so I can ship it off to other countries. I didn't just say that. David, you got anybody you want to shout out? You got anybody want to shout out? Shout out the boys and girls back at home.
Yeah, shout out to my mom, Patience Crownson, my nephew, Michael Crownson. Uncle loves you. Yeah, my sisters are annoying, but I shout them out too. Uh, uh,
Your creative team.
yes, my creative team, Cortland Ellis, you're an amazing artist. Keep working on issue 5, brother.
Hi, Cortland.
To be done by October 1st, brother. No, yeah, Joey Vasquez, Josh Burcham, our new artist is going to be taking over issue 6, Nelson Blake. Nelson
Nelson
Blake
Blake.
from Marvel, who did the Miles Morales comic for a hot second and did the Luke Cage
Nice.
comic. You know, he's doing issue 6, and I'm really
Mm-hmm.
excited about him doing it. All
Dude,
my
I love the
friends
graphics that Cortland like. He's very specific with like the way he like shows like content and like the lighting in areas and things like that. It is very creative. Like I think I sent you something from issue 1 where I was like, dude, I just get
yeah.
goosebumps at this. But Joseph, he kind of I don't know if you ever read Milestone Comics, and that's another conversation for another time. But like he kind of reminds me of Crisscross a little bit with like his imagery, but it was nice to see Cortland come back on because like these people were very unique, but it's something about the way Cortland draws like the visuals for this comic. It just feels right. And but yeah, man, dude, listen, thank you. Shout out to my man Kris Mcfadden. Thank you, Kris. Thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you, thank you.
thank you, Kris.
Well, where
And
you
I'm
know Kris?
glad.
Where you know Kris from? Shout out Kris real quick.
Yeah, I know Kris from a horror film that I worked on called Fauna. That's coming out soon. And he worked on the movie too, and he was great. And I also back to Cortland, man. I'm glad you liked his work and you liked his work on issue 4. Issue 4, I was gonna have someone else draw it actually because I thought like I'm like, man, like it's kind of like it's a really talkative issue. Like I want to give him like a different issue to do. I was gonna have someone else who's good with like, but like I think this person's schedule fell through,
Mm-hmm.
and because I wanted Cortland on issue 5 because issue 5 is like a big issue, but I
Right.
was like, Cortland did the beginning of issue 3, and I loved his work on the beginning of issue 3. I thought it was like amazing. So
Right.
I'm like, all right, man, I'll have you do. I think like this guy's his schedule fell through, and I'm like, I'd rather do this with Cortland. and
Mm-hmm.
it's really it's much easier to like the first three issues are three different people, but like moving forward, like I won't be changing out too many people. Like
Right.
it'll probably be like Cortland and like one other guy.
Right. So shouts
like
out to Cortland. Thank you, Cortland. Please
yes,
have the content done by October so we can fucking read it because I really enjoy Demon Slayer. I enjoy Demon Slayer. And shouts out to Respect My Nerds and Respect My Nerds team. Guys, we
yes,
love you. Thank
respect
you
my
so
nerd.
much. Respect my nerds. Yes, yes, yes. Listen, David, we are all out of time. It's nothing but love and respect, chicken and hair grease from you, my Afro brother. Thank you for Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. And I look for. I'm upset. I want it right now. You got to let me like drop like $100 or something. I get like the advanced like issue or something because I love me some Demon Slayer, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's a few comics out there that just really any comics that just stick to me. Shouts out to Excellent, the Power Knight. Shouts out to his Nana. A few other people is here.
yeah, man.
Shouts out to Concrete Comic. No. One last question. Last question. We gotta go. Please, speak.
Just talk, say
Are you gonna do any
it.
crossovers? Are you gonna do any crossovers? Like, I would love to see you do a crossover with Bitterroot or Crescent City Monsters, or it's Nana because it's not a time travel. So, like, will there be any crossovers with any other comics?
I'm open to doing crossover. Like someone mentioned, like I think someone said to me, like, oh, like Bitterroot only takes place like 100 years after Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer and the Harlem Renaissance. And I'm like, okay, what if like what's the prequel of Bitterroot? Or can those guys like I'm actually reading Bitterroot right now. I really like
Mama
it.
Etta, Mama Etna could have met Harriet Tubman in the way.
Yeah, like shout out to
David Walker,
Dave
and the
Walker,
whole team
you know,
does Bitter Roots.
Sanford
Super
Green,
Green,
Chuck
yeah.
Brown, Image Comics. Shout out to them.
Oh
Um,
damn! No. One more question. If you could work with like Image or like another like print, like who's your publishing company you work with?
for now, I'm with they're already like my partners, Chocolate City Comics. I think before I really wanted to work with I'll spill like a little bit of tea because I just want
A
to be
little bit
nice,
of tea.
you know,
A little bit of
like
tea.
like Dark Horse was my first choice to do Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer because I thought it really fit their aesthetic of doing.
Genre, yeah, they like dark stuff.
Yeah, and I actually had a meeting with them, and they made me an offer, and we talked, and I think the finance people,
Finance.
there's I usually point at a thing that is not brown to indicate what it is, but the finance people I think got like I think the editorial people loved it, the marketing loved it, but the finance team turned it down in the end. And
Ah, okay.
uh, and I think there was political reasons of watching, and I think it was because of the image. I don't want to say anything, but ever since Nicholas's thing that you liked with the hanging clan members, I've
Mm-hmm.
experienced some rejection from the industry. I don't want to
Right.
say too much, but
Well, I
like
mean, that's the beauty of creative freedom. You're supposed to be able to feel free with what you want to do. But, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we are all out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, David Crownson, Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer. Guys, you can go purchase this on Peep Game Comics. You can go purchase this on Amazon, excuse me, Comicology. And if you want to check out his Facebook page, he's on Facebook and Instagram. Y'all give a man a round of applause. God damn it, one hell of an interview. David, thank you so much for your time. I enjoyed having you, and we would love to have you back on for another interview another time.
please do,
Arrivederci.
please
Etty sent,
do.
tell your mother I said Etty sent me free. All
I
right, y'all.
will, I
We are
will.
out. We are
Later.
out. All right, my Afro brother. Peace.
Peace, man. Thank you so much, Trayvon. You rock. You're dope. Thank you.